In this video, I'm going to show you how to use workspace setups in Premiere Pro. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So here's a project that I'm working on in Premiere Pro. So if you look here, you've got many different tabs that are open, okay? What's great about Premiere Pro is that you can organize it in any way you wish. So different people have different timelines. So if you work with different editors, you'll see maybe their projects might be very different. You've got your main timeline down here, okay? And you've got various sequences that you might be working on, okay? I like to put my project window down here. So I organize my footage, my audio, graphics, special effects, or whatever I'm using, maybe images for my video will be in this section here. Up here, I have my effects controls. So if I'm working on a specific clip, then I can toggle onto the effects controls so I can control the clip, you know, whether it be a video or an audio clip. And then you have the various parameters in which you can control your video. You can edit your video, like the position of the video, you know, if you want to move it, you know, etc., or to scale it up, etc. If you want to edit the audio, you can do that here as well. Up here, we have various different tabs. So the main tab that I would use is the editing tab, okay? But if you're doing a color grade, for example, on a specific clip, you click on here. It will take you to this tab here. So with this tab, this is a bit more focused on the color grading itself. You have your lumetric scopes, and you got your histogram. You know, this is just a bit more central towards color grading and color correction, okay? This is the editing tab as it is, but what I've actually done is design my own. This is my own editing tab, but if you want, you can just go to the basic editing tab here, and this is the setup, the default setup that it has on my Premiere Pro setup. Now you've got your effects tab here as well for effects. So it will prioritize the window here with different effects that you might want to add in terms of maybe lower thirds if you've got templates from Adobe stock, or you know, you might have lower third templates, then you can drag and drop them onto your timeline here. This tab here is the audio tab. So with the audio tab, this is where you can fix your audio. You got this window here, essential sound, and you can fix things like your dialogue, you know, music, sound effects, ambience, and when you click in here, it'll take you to various windows in which you can control aspects of audio editing, you know, to repair audio, the loudness, you know, the different enhanced speech. Say, for example, you can select female, male, the reverb, you can control the reverb of the audio here. In the graphics tab here, this is where you will control your graphics. Again, you can have a bunch of templates for lower thirds and graphic or elements that you might have created so that you can drag that onto the timeline, okay? You can also, as I said, customize your own timeline and you can save it. So if you click on Edit Workspace, from here, now you can create your own timeline, okay? So I've already done that. So this is the timeline, again, that I've chosen to, I like to work with. So I have a section up here. These are the tabs that I mainly work with. So I have my lumetric color here. So I have quick access to my color grading. If I want to quickly color correct something, I can do that here, you know, and I can control the temperature, the tilt, the white balance, LUTs, you know, the exposure, contrast, shadows, blacks, whites, etc. all here. I've got the creative tab, the curves, should I say, the color wheel. This can all be accessed here, okay? And my effects tab, again, if I need an effect, say for example Gaussian blur, I'll just type in blur and it will show all the different blur effects that I want. So the Gaussian blur's here, and then I just can drag and drop that onto my timeline, and I can blur out this footage if I need to. As you can see, you've got the effects control up here and Gaussian blur, and then I can just control the blurriness here, okay? Again, and essential graphics, this is something else that I might use if I'm doing things like lower thirds, etc. So that is how I've personally customized my timeline. Here, you've got the volume control. So or the volume meter, should I say? And if I unmute,
you have a good day at Jiu-Jitsu when you actually get a submission or...
So there you can see that shows the volume meters, and that's in decibels, okay? And here you have your different tools that you usually use for your edits. So you got your selection tool, you got your track select forward tool, you got your razor blade, your pen tool, etc. Text tool, all down here, okay? Now again, all of this can be modified. So if you want, you can change any window and you can position it in any place you want within this project. So if you go up here to window and you go to workspace, then you can see the different workspaces that have been created, okay? And that's my one, Asten workspace, that's been created. So if you have different editors, James is working with me, for example, then maybe he might want a specific setup. So you can click on James's. This is what James would use, okay? So I'm going to go back to my workspace. Also, if there's ever a tab that you can't find, you come to the window tab here and you will find the different windows in which you might need. So for example, if I want to see the history, I click here. And then the history window comes up. Now, I don't like the position of this. Maybe if I want it somewhere else, I just drag it with the cursor and you can position it in any position you want. So if I want it up here, then now it's positioned up here. So if I want to check on the history, then I can do that up here, okay? And if you don't want that, then you just right click and then you select close panel. And then it disappears, okay? Again, if I have the effects tab here and I want it here, then I can just move it where I want. So now it's over here instead of here. You can modify your workspace to work in whichever manner that you see fit. That's what's really good about Premiere. Check out this video on how to match frame rate in Premiere Pro, and check out this video you might enjoy as well. Until next time, this has been Asten Regis, helping you tell your story through video. Peace.